Hello friends, welcome to C# Intermediate to Advanced tutorial. Now you are watching a final part of the sub-series C# Graphical Device Interface GDI+. In this video, we will see how to use the pattern brush. We will also quickly review the previous 9 parts. First, we started learning about the GDI+. Then we moved on and discussed about the example what we are going to create. Now since you are at the end of the tutorial, now you know how much we implemented. Next we started learning to create drawing. So we learned how to draw a rectangle and how to draw a ellipse as well as circle, and here you can further extend to see what are all the functionality or drawing functions offered by this GRP. GRP stands for graphics, which we retrieved on this panel drawing canvas, we named it. Right, after learning how to draw, we learned how to use pen. Then we also learned how to modify the attributes of pen by setting a different color and thickness. So we learned two flavor of the pen constructor. We can construct pen with only a color, or you can construct a pen with color as well as thickness. Then we learned about the brush types: solid brush, gradient brush, and pattern brush. Some people call it as a hatch brush, and the GDI Plus also refers this as a hatch brush. Next, we did some preparation to use the hatch brush. So this is simply hiding and showing the control. Then we wrote some utility functions. Next, we learned how to use the solid brush. You can see we constructed a solid brush that requires only the color instance, solid brush, and it takes a color. Next, we learned about the gradient brush, and the gradient brush takes a rectangle in which it will apply the gradient, used for gradient calculation. Then we specified from and to color. Then we specified the linear interpolation mode. Here the linear interpolation will be applied horizontally, and we also saw the other constants: vertical, diagonal, in forward as well as reverse direction. Now we will go to the hatch brush. The title still reads gradient brush, but assume it as a hatch brush. And we already have a portion, right? In the previous video, we applied gradient brush here, and in the else portion, we will use a hatch brush. Hatch brush also requires two color. This time we are just calling it as 4 color and back color instead of from and to. This is just a name, but hatch brush also requires 2 color. That's the catch here. Then brush, we kept it as null. We created a reference. Then a hatch style. This is required to apply a hatch pattern. Next, once again we are using our utility function to retrieve 2 colors from the UI, and you can see this we already used for gradient brush. We will be using the same stuff for our hatch brush also. So this is the section this function is using, right? So after getting the 4 color and back color, we check these 4 radio buttons and we apply the hatch style. Hatch style is horizontal, vertical. Here we are simply providing the pattern. So horizontal pattern, vertical pattern, wave, and horizontal brick. And here we construct our hatch brush, and if you see, first we pass the style, what hatch brush or pattern brush we want, horizontal, vertical, wave, or horizontal brick. There are other style also, you can experiment yourself just by keeping a period. You will see the other available brushes through IntelliSense. Then for the constructor we pass forecolor as well as a back color. Once brush is ready, we make a call to fill rectangle and we pass a hatch brush and our diminished rectangle or inflated rectangle. And here you can see we selected forecolor as blue, that's why you are seeing the line in blue color, and back color as yellow, you are seeing yellow background, and pattern is horizontal. And by using this forecolor and back color, the GDI Plus applies this pattern. The pattern here is horizontal pattern, so it draws a simply line, and that line appears in blue, background is yellow, and the background is yellow. That's all. Now we will go to the demo and see how hatch brush is working. Alright, now we will go to the else portion of our gradient brush. Here we already used the gradient brush to perform the drawing, to fill the rectangle. Now here we will specify our else part of the code. This is for gradient brush, and in the else portion we use the hatch brush. So the code was already explained in the slide, and we will directly go to the example and let it be in pale golden color. We'll go to advanced brush, from color blue, back color is yellow, blue, yellow, forecolor, back color, and pattern is horizontal. You can see this is how it appears. And if you go for vertical pattern, this will be the vertical pattern, and this will be the wave, and here is the brick pattern. And if you want to alternate the forecolor, if I choose green, so here you are seeing the green as the background color and blue as the foreground color. Now yellow is the forecolor. That's all. So if you want to see some other pattern, so I'm just changing this vertical one to experiment some other pattern. You can see there are plenty of patterns available. Zigzag, for example. Let's see how it works. So the vertical one is the zigzag, right? Forecolor blue, back color yellow. So this is the zigzag pattern. So likewise there will be multiple pattern available, and you can make use of that. Alright, now you have an idea of how pen and brush can be used. Alright, so that's all here in this video on C# GDI Plus. Thank you for watching. Bye, and here we are ending up the sub series. Thanks again. Bye.